Final race is a Class 3 contest over the 1400 metres, race number 10, headed by Regency Bobo. The ever-reliable Regency Bobo from barrier 12 will probably still try to be somewhere near the front. Starlight drops back in class, stays at the 1400 though. Turin Red Star, last start, course and distance winner. God of Dragon, 7th behind Turin Red Star last time out. Champort makes his Hong Kong debut, formerly with Darren Weir in Australia. Roundabout comes out of barrier 3. Ultimate Glory behind, runner-up behind Turin Red Star last time out. And down to Raging Storm, who goes up in class and deservedly so after a demolition job last time from the front.
Yep, he went very quick from the front, under 128 pounds, off a much lighter weight up in class this time. You'd have thought that to be employing exactly the same tactics as you said, Andrew. Regency Bobo is always there or thereabouts. Gate 12 with a £7 claim. He's going to go forward as well, you'd have thought. Lady First has very good gate speed. Been a bit frustrating to follow so far. Turin Red Star lurking as well. He's a progressive type.
Champort's on debut here in Hong Kong. He's £11.30 for his debut run. Has had some suspensory issues since he's been here, but he has had 3 trials. So here he is just having a nice stretch out down the back straight. And he's come up as a $27 chance. Lady First, 2 starts ago, very good run from him. And he's the horse who's pretty fit going into this contest, and he can go forward from his barrier draw. He's drawn barrier number 8. And Raging Storm will be the raging favourite, no doubt, in this. He's $1.40 already, and has had massive excuses on debut and then made up for it with a really nice win last time. So he looks progressive.
All right, we'll hear from Joe Moreira in a moment or so. Let's start off with Turin Red Star, though, who's been a little bit unlucky a couple of times, but no luck about this at all as he chases down Calculation. Ultimate Glory actually runs quite well and got a dragon in behind.
Yeah, that was decent effort from Ultimate Glory. Turin Red Star, in fairness, probably got the run of the race here in the sense that he was, you know, at 3.5 lengths off a pretty strong pace and was just able to pounce in the latter stages. But yeah, he was called Monroe in the UK. He was pretty useful there, and he's done precious little wrong so far in his Hong Kong career. And I think he'll get a similar run on Sunday afternoon as well. So I think he's one we'll probably give the favourite most to do.
Yeah, he'd been a bit unlucky in a couple of his runs, hadn't he? The last couple, when he's made up for it there, and everything went his way, and he did win nicely. So I think he's probably the one that Raging Storm has to beat. All
right. Speaking of Raging Storm, let's speak with the jockey, Joe Moreira, in conversation with Doug Chalmers.
Joe, Raging Storm in the last. I think this is a horse that has grabbed the attention of many people. He looks to be very impressive.
Yeah, his debut here in Hong Kong, he was just so green. He wasn't able to really show what he's capable to. Last time when he drew wide, everyone else thought that he was going to still be green. He was able to jump clear and put himself right away in front of the race, and he shows what he's capable to. He won very impressively. Based on that, I'm fully confident that he's going to go up in class and make it again.
What's he like to ride at the moment? Has he improved significantly from that first run?
Definitely. He was much more sharper when he jumps out from the gate, traveled nice on the bridle, and when I asked him to quicken, he did very well. So if he's able to produce that kind of performance, as I said, I couldn't be any more confident in what I am.
Last Sunday at Sha Tin, we saw Ping Hai Star win the Derby for John Size. Did that impress you? I mean, it must have, surely.
Definitely. But I was kind of indicating that he would be the horse to beat. 13 days before the race, we were not even sure if he was going to be in the race, but Size is such an amazing trainer. He knew very well what he was doing. When he took him to Happy Valley to a barrier trial, I think that was fantastic for the horse, settled him down a lot. And Ryan obviously gave him a beautiful ride to finish off the race the way how he did. So congratulations to the connection, and obviously unfortunately I picked the wrong one. But I'm very pleased and very proud of the horse that I had, which is nothing I like more. He won the first leg with me on board. He ran well on the second leg, and I had to give him a try. I had to give him a go on the Derby as he was doing well for me.
A lot's been said this week about John Size and how good he is. From a jockey's perspective, what makes him so special, John Size?
He's got so much sense. He's a horseman, and he deals with it simply. It's even hard to people to understand that. Even myself, I'm trying to understand him. But to me, when he talks and when he tried to make me understand things, he comes and tells me just simply. And sometimes I think he's just so close and scratching your nose and you can't say it. And he sees it very easily. So to me, being associated with some of his horses is such a pleasure.
It's the sort of thing that's very hard to put your finger on, isn't it, in terms of, you know. But the horses just keep performing, keep running, keep winning.
Horse whisperer. No, they do. And I think Joe summed it up nicely there. He's just a really good horseman, and he gets them spot on the day.
Yeah, and Ping Hai Star will be interesting. We'll come back to Raging Storm, but, you know, mile or 2,000 next. He's got those two options, hasn't he?
Absolutely. And he's already proven what the really top-class racehorses can do, and they can win high-class races, whatever trip you put in front of him. And Ping Hai Star's been and done that. And, yeah, very interested to see where they go next.
Where would you go? Mile or 1,600? I'd go one with the most money, I think.
There you go. That's 2,000 metres then.
That's
Plus a nice watch as well, I think, if you win that one. All right, Champort is the next one we're going to have a look at. So he makes his first start here. 3 trials, you mentioned, Paul, coming into this. This is on the dirt?
Yeah, 11:30. He's had that suspensory problem, as I mentioned. Had two races in Australia before he got here. I don't think he's quite tuned up, so I'm going to watch him go around.
Yeah, that was a decent trial. There's some pretty decent horses in this race. We've already seen this trial earlier on in the show, of course, with reference to Citron Spirit. Gate 2 is a good draw for him to pull as well. I think he'll run OK, but I don't think he'll be in the first 4.
All right, okay, it's $28 at the moment, Champort. I will be sneaking him in on a minor line. I think he might be a quite nice horse in prospect. Raging Storm, though, hard to tip against?
Hard to tip against. He looks good, doesn't he? So he's on top to beat Turin Red Star. I think they're the two main horses in this race. Lady First can run some good races. And the Ruffy Friends of Nanjing. He's only had one start for the new stable, and his track work's been pretty good. The cheek pieces come off, visor goes on, and tongue tie for the first time. So 13, 3, 10 and 12. The 3-13 Quinella will be pretty short, so you want to take those two around exotics.
Yep, the 13 and 3 Quinella for me as well is going to be the way to go in this race for all the reasons that have been mentioned. All You Need, I think, will go quite well. I'm going to make him my long shot on the card as well, just because I think you probably will get a good long shot price about him. His last 2 starts on the turf have been quite promising. He was 3 wide the whole way over 1,200 last time out. Time before that, at this particular trip, he ran well from a good gate. He's got a nice light racing weight. Keith Young just taking an extra £2 off as well, so he's £112. Gate 1. I think you get a nice run in transit, and he's good bet for a place, I think. And Regency Bobo in for 4th, very rarely lets you down, and with the rider's claim, he should go OK too.
All right, yeah, nothing different for me as far as the top 2 are concerned, but Champort set for a minor spot, and got a Dragon as well, gets a turnaround with Turin Red Star, £8. I think he'll be too far away. Right, this week's stats, we're looking at Manfred Mann and Zach Pert in the first 4 rate, Paul, 91% on the turf.
It's not bad, is it?
Not bad at all.
No, you can see that there for yourself. So when they team up, they normally get some results and do finish either win or in the placings. They've got Ever Laugh. They've also got Ever Strong as well. They're both. He's riding both the Evers, but his Ever Laugh up against Remarkable there.
Well, as long as he can run a place, that's fine. As long as he doesn't win, that's all right. Speaking of winners, though, Paul, best bets?
I'm going to go with each way horse and on the all-weather. I think Born to Achieve, Mi Choi. He's going really nicely in track work. This horse very well rated. Alberto Sanders in good form. We know how well that Mi Choi is with these all-weather horses. So I think we'll get a price about him. And as we will with him, is this horse as well had excuses last time. Just needs to jump. That's the key for this horse. Ace King. I think we can. He'll be running nicely down the straight 1,000. Part of the day will be back in the all-weather. Do like Star of Joy and Perpetual Treasure as well. So box those 2 up with Born to Achieve. You should get a nice Quinella and Quinella place.
OK, the best for me will be Simply Brilliant in race number 9. I think he's going to be tough to beat with his lightweight up in class, but I think he's more than capable of taking account of that. And as far as the long shot goes, All You Need in the lucky last. Gate 1, light racing weight, some good turf form of late. And if anything happens to the top 2 in the market, he'll be snapping at their heels. And as far as the best play goes, I think race 5, if you have it around Unicron Jewellery, Marcula and Ty Smart and QQPs, I don't think you'll be going too far wrong.
All right, Remarkable for the hat-trick for me. Back on the turf, don't see it as an issue at all, and I think the 2,000 metres is right up his street. So race 4, number 4, the long shot. We'll be looking at Hair Trigger in the sprint, same race as Paul in actual fact, behind those 2 on speed. Hair Trigger will be closing over the top of the mo, and the play in at race number 8, Baltic Whisper, Hair Trigger, and Top Beautiful for me, 1, 5 and 7 QQP. All right, we're just about out of time, but we have got that Grade 1 tomorrow as well, Paul, on Sunday. The Takamatsu, Killen and Blizzard representing Hong Kong. Glad
you said that. Over 1,200 metres, so yeah, Blizzard, barrier number 3. A couple of household names here in Hong Kong. Red Fox has been running around, and Let's Go Donkey as well. We saw she ran around on race day as well. So those two, well known.
Fine Needle and Let's Go Donkey have entries for that big weekend at the end of April as well. So it'll be interesting to see how they go. Chairman Sprint Prize and the Champions Mark.
Yep, as indicated in the race book. But Blizzard, last time he was in Japan, he ran very well. So let's hope he can do so again.
All right, well, that's the show. Thanks for watching. On behalf of Paul, John and the rest of the team, hopefully we'll see you at Sha Tin when we will be racing too.
Bye-bye.
Good night.